Hello everybody, 419 Games here, David if you please. So today we're starting a new series. It's a throwback Thursdays. Yeah, I know, not very original, but what can you do? I'm looking at playing games that I played when I was in high school, college, so we're talking mid 80s to mid 90s. And we're going to start off with a suggestion from my friend Talon. He asked me to play the original, or at least start playing the original Eye of the Beholder, which came out in 1990. It's a first-person four-party game. It's a solo game, no online playback in 1990, but it's a terrific game. It's set in the Forgotten Realms for Dungeons and Dragons. It's based on Advanced Dungeons and Dragons second edition rules, and it is a really basic dungeon crawl. The game itself is a lot of fun. It was put out by Strategic Simulations Incorporated, which did a ton of fabulous Dungeons and Dragons games back in the day. And yeah, so I figured we'll jump in with this and we'll start this off. We'll start off with the basic party of the game, and we'll go from there. So, and in case you're wondering, the resolution of the game as it's running right now, 640 by 480. Oh yeah, not exactly high res. But with that said, let's get started. And okay, so here we are with the basic starting party. And let's take a look at what we have here. So we have Alabar, a chaotic good human male fighter. So not bad. 1824 strength, 17 dex, 17 constitution. That's pretty good for a fighter. A human female ranger, neutral good. For aerial, 1877. As you can see, you have two stats to keep track of: hit points and food. So yeah, you actually have to feed your party. And the party members all start at level 3. Or whatever level 5,000 experience points will get you. So, and as you can see, basic Dungeons and Dragons stats: strength, intelligence, wisdom, dex, constitution, charisma, armor class. Now, for those of you who don't know older D&D, your armor class 10 is the weakest armor. That's basically your character in basic lows, and it can go down as low as -10, which is the best. Don't ask me to explain how exactly that works, because I cannot remember, because it's been that long since I've played basic D&D. And what else do we have here? We have Valino, cleric mage, chaotic good, half-elf male, good intelligence for mage, yeah. So he's level 2 for both cleric and mage, because it splits the experience points evenly between the two classes. And then Tenmiana, fighter, cleric, chaotic good, half-elf female. And oh, she's got awesome wisdom, which is great for clerics. Good strength for a fighter. So let's see how survivable these guys are. So with him, he starts off with basic sword. Daggers can be thrown. Holy symbol. So to use the holy symbol for holy magic, right click, and that brings up your spells. Neither of them have any spells available. So I'm going to see if I can camp and we'll memorize some spells. So first of all, we'll start off with him. Magic missile. Very important. Melf's acid arrow. Oh no, he's got no... Okay, so he's only got first level spells. Okay, so that's fine. And pray for spells. Valano, so we'll get Bless, and a couple of Cure Light Wounds and a Detect Magic. Also no second level spells. And we'll get her, also Bless, a couple of Cure Light Wounds and Detect Magic. So now, Rest. And there we go, characters are fully rested. And if we go take a look, food has gone down a little bit, not much. So let's see if I remember correctly. How did I look at these? Huh. I cannot... Oh, is it like that? Ah, there we go. So, commission and letter of marque. This document is a binding commission of service to the lords and sovereign city of Waterdeep. The bearers of this document are agents of the lords of Waterdeep and are granted full rights of the passage beneath the city of Waterdeep. Any who dare interfere risk the full penalty of our wrath. Information has been presented to us that there is a plot afoot in our city. Evidence points to the sewers that run beneath Waterdeep. We have no information about the exact nature of the threat, but we feel the urgency is grave. We commission you to find the nature of the danger and to destroy it if you are able. You are granted full rights of the mark. All treasures, artifacts, or other valuables are yours by rights of conquest. This writ is made legal and binding by our mark on the 5th day of Marpanoth in the Year of Shadows. So also for those not familiar, Waterdeep is from the Forgotten Realms world for Dungeons and Dragons. It is, if I remember correctly, the richest city in the Forgotten Realms. So, as you can see, real basic movement. Again, grid-based movement. So we have turn left, turn right, forward, back. And if you're facing the right direction, you can do side steps. And that's all done with these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 character keys on the keyboard. To attack, right click to use a spell, and of course basic compass. And I forget, is there a map feature? I can't remember now. No. Tunes are on, sounds are on, bar graphs are on, mouse is on. Game on. So, what do we got here? Lockpicks. Not that lockpicks are much good for us because we don't have a thief in the party, but bones, I believe you can, if I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I've played this, you can find a resurrection area. So, let's open the door. Ah! Dead. And yeah, combat can be that quick and easy. That's down here. Whole bunch of them. Magic missile. Haha. Dead. Dead. Okay, what do we got? We've got daggers. We're gonna load up her belt with daggers. Give her some extra food. The way this part works is you have the dagger in the right hand. If I right click on that, she'll throw this dagger, and one of the daggers from here will automatically go into her hand to reload. So you can have up to 4 available. Same works for bows and arrows. Grab some more food. So the way I'm thinking I'll do this is each episode I'll play for maybe an hour, see how far we get into the game after an hour, and then we'll see if people want to. Then I'll continue with the game, or as it stands right now, though, my plan is each week I'll play a different game. Well, Go. Die. Oh, come on, die. 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 Come on. Hit him. Ow. There. So yeah, I stepped on a pressure plate, closed the door behind me. If I step on it again, you open it again. So this one is a pressure plate that needs something left on it. So what I can do is I can take this rock I picked up, put it right there, and now that door stays open. First, I want to go back this way and take a look. Ah! Two of the characters have leveled up. Valenu gained a level of... So he's a level 3 cleric now, and she's a level 3 cleric. And we'll grab another rock. Now, how do we open that? Can't find a way to open that yet, so there may be a way somewhere else in the dungeon, sewers, whatever you want to call it. You really have to look, because like some things are obvious, like this one is pretty obvious. You click the blue button and it opens up. Sometimes there are hidden hidden switches on the walls. Oh, more of you buggers. You die. You die. Oh, what do we got here? Scroll of mage armor, so that can go to him. And a scroll of bless, so give that to her. Yeah. Leeches, if I remember correctly. Come on, hit him. You can only attack with characters in the front row as far as melee weapons are concerned. And for the back rows are either ranged weapons like bows or crossbows, or spells. Oh, there's the switch for that. Come on, hit him. Swung with Alabar a little too early there. Ah, a shield. So we'll give our fighter a shield. So now, his armor class is now 4. So if I take that shield off, his armor class is 5. And I'm being attacked. So I'd better get back to work. Come on. My ranger is doing better at fighting than my actual fighter. Oh, we'll give that to her. I'm not sure what exactly that did, if anything. Ah, okay. So for this, we need to put a rock down there, then push the button. There we go, and we can go down now. Okay, this is the old school copy protection. You actually had to look into the manual to find a page with, in this case, the shield on it, find line 3, enter word 3, but fortunately, Good Old Games is nice enough. You can put whatever you want in there, and you're done. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we have 3 doors and 1 key. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where the hell am I gonna go? Hell with it. Straight ahead. Watch your step. Oh, lever. Uh-huh. So if I step over here, I fall down to the next level. And find a potion of healing right off the bat. Let's give it to him. So you can do this. So I'm holding the shield. I gave him the potion. Right click on the potion for him to use and then give him his shield back. So there isn't really much in the way of places to go here. So we go back up. So we're back to here. Okay, well, it can't really do much else here. So let's go back up. Okay. Now there is no auto map in this game, so I cannot bring up a map. The way we did it back when this game first came out was graph paper. Yeah, that's right. We drew the maps out ourselves, and that was a pain in the ass. Well, not so much a pain in the ass, it was just time consuming, especially if you're playing while you were doing it, because you had to draw out each section and then you had to try to remember where you were on the map when you were going, and especially if you saved and came back a couple of days later, it was real easy to lose track of where you were. Okay, so let's see. Let's go down here. I don't think we went down here. I don't think. Obviously not, because otherwise that door would be open. Let's... Oh. We have been back. Interesting. We were over here. Ah, this is the door that I couldn't find the opening to earlier. Okay. Okay, I know where I am now. So, let's go back to here. Yeah, we came from this direction. So, this is the next way to go. Oh, hi. You can die, and you can die. Come on. Start hitting people. See, there we go. She threw that knife and automatically had one reloaded. Come on. Now the thing with throwing knives like that is, again, it automatically drew one from there. The thing with throwing knives is because she is in the front row on the right, scroll of detect magic, okay, specifically mage scroll of detect magic, because she's on the right hand side, when you have a group of creatures lined up like that, because you can have up to four deep, or 2 deep, 2 wide. When you throw a dagger from a character on the right hand side of the group, you can only hit characters on the right side. If you're up against one creature and it's right in the middle, you can hit them, but otherwise... more food. As you can see, food doesn't go down horrendously fast in this game. Okay. 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 So, let's go back. Again, the big thing in this game is trying to remember where the hell you came from. Or not so much where you came from, but where you haven't been yet. So we're right back at the beginning there. This rune is unrecognized. Sometimes you just have to look around and click. And this was that one, yeah. I wonder. Let's see, where was that? Section with the pits. Oh, well, hold on a second. Aha! We've already been here. As I said, look around, and sometimes you just click on things. Not all of the hidden buttons are quite that obvious. Obvious being a relative term in this game. Yeah. So, I wonder, what happens if I just drop something down there? No. I wonder if that does anything when I go down. Yeah, and as you can see, this game is not exactly easy, but it's still a lot of fun. Let me just double check, make sure somebody doesn't actually have a key that well... Okay, I don't have a thief in the group, but I'm gonna try and see if somebody can use... No, I need a thief in the group to use the lockpicks. That's what I thought. So now that I've used the detect magic, you can see anything with a blue tinge to it is magical. The thing I always found funny about that is the cleric's holy symbol does not show up as magical, even though they need it from... Well, I think I kind of got myself stuck here. I should have gone, probably should have gone either left or right instead of going straight ahead. But, I mean, that gives you a real basic look at the original Eye of the Beholder. Uh, next week, I think I'm gonna take a look at another SSI Dungeons and Dragons game. I'll look at one of the games from the AD&D Gold Box series, which is one of the best, in my opinion, role-playing series of all time. There was a ton of games for that series. I think there was 9 set in the or what was it? Because there was Pool of Radiance, Secret of the Silver Blades, uh, Curse of the Azure Bonds, which, if you've ever read the book Azure Bonds, Curse of the Azure Bonds is kind of a sequel, pseudo-sequel. Then Pools of Darkness, so that's one set. Then there was Gateway to the Savage Frontier and Treasures of the Savage Frontier, which was, to what I understand, was supposed to be a 3-part series, but only wound up being 2-parter. And then there were 3 games set in the world of Krynn, which is Dragonlance. There was I can't remember the Champions of Krynn, Death Knights of Krynn, Dark Queen of Krynn. The Gold Box series also had a couple of Buck Rogers series, and I believe 1 or 2 games in the Spelljammer series as well, which is basically Dungeons and Dragons in space. But yeah, for now, I think we'll leave it here. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this rather random and completely unscripted, obviously, as most of my videos are, this completely unscripted version. I will save here. If somebody asks me to come back to this at a later date, then I will try and figure out where I'm lost, because this does come with a clue book. If I really wanted to, I could print the clue book out, and either that or I can run down to Staples and grab some graph paper. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care of yourselves.